Manga-Waido.
I'm Yukito Ano. I live with my older brother and my parents. But we weren't an ordinary family. My mom and my brother, I never got along with them. My mom was friendly, but only to her friends. It was all just for appearances. And at home, she never did anything. I did most of the housework for her. And she always put my brother first. He always got everything he wanted. And he got to take all kinds of lessons as a kid. Piano, swimming, gymnastics, etc. But he always got tired of it pretty quickly.
You're so multi-talented.
My mom thought he was still amazing. But honestly, he was just an ordinary guy with an ordinary job. But I understood why my mom liked him more. I was always the quiet type. I spent most of my time playing video games. I was now a programmer. I worked from home. My brother, on the other hand, he was really friendly and outgoing, just like my mom. It was all just for appearances, but he was friends with everyone.
You're such a gentleman. You should marry my daughter.
Oh, thank you. But I think she can do better. He was a big hit with the neighbors. Anyways, I never got along with them. Also, my dad, his grandparents left him this huge mountain as part of the inheritance, and he made money by selling the logs we got from the mountains. So we had more money than the average family.
Managing a mountain is a lot of hard work, and you've got to hire a lot of people to do this, so it's not easy. But I'm giving the mountain to your brother, so you don't have to worry about that.
Huh? When Dad told me this, I was upset. Was he playing favorites too? Unlike Mom, he always treated us the same. He always took my side when my mom yelled at me for no good reason, so I always thought he was on my side. But I guess not. Then a few years later, when I was in technical college, he had a stroke. It wasn't life-threatening, but he was now in a wheelchair. Naturally, he needed someone to take care of him. But my mom and my brother, they weren't too happy about this.
I can't look after him. I'm an old woman.
Yeah, I'm busy with job hunting too, so you do it, Yukito.
What? But I got school too!
Just do it, okay?
So they forced me to look after him. So now, I had to look after him all by myself. I knew nothing about any of this, so it wasn't easy. And my dad, he felt really bad about this, and I hated seeing him like this. But I loved my dad, so I kept at it. I managed to stay in school, and I started working from home so I could keep looking after my dad after graduation. So I started working as a freelance engineer. But my brother...
An engineer? That sounds super nerdy. What a loser.
He laughed at me. Whatever. I didn't really care though. I was too busy to listen to him. Then I had to start managing the mountains. We had some people working for us, but they all ended up quitting. My dad asked my brother to look after the mountains first, but he refused. So he came to me.
Please.
Fine. I had enough on my plate as it was, but I had no choice. After that, I was busier than ever before. But then a few months later, I collapsed when I was in class. I was working way too much, but nobody even came to see me at the hospital. Then...
I had to look after your father for 2 weeks.
My mom yelled at me when I got home. After that, I finally graduated from school and started working full-time. Then one day, my brother brought his fiancée home.
Oh, she's so adorable. And she works in an elderly home, right? That's wonderful.
I know, right? My brother and my mom seemed happy, but my dad, he just sat there in silence. Then,
I'm gonna marry her, and she's gonna move in here, so you should get out.
huh?
She'll look after Dad from now on. So we don't need you, okay? Go.
I was shocked to hear this. And his fiancée? I think she was after my dad's assets. I wasn't totally sure, but the way she was acting and stuff, it just didn't feel right. Whatever. But then my dad said something unexpected.
Yeah, that would be for the best.
Huh?
Yukito, you should move out and get your own place. And if I were you, I'd disclaim the inheritance as well. See? Dad agrees with me.
What? Dad?
I was gonna leave the mountain to him anyways, and I appreciate you taking care of me. But she does this for a living, so you don't have to worry about me. Go on and live your life. You've done more than enough for me.
But
Listen to your father.
I was speechless. Fine. I didn't even feel like arguing anymore. I went back to my room and started packing. This guy I worked with, he said I could stay with him for a while, so that was really nice of him. A few weeks later, I found a new apartment and moved in. I guess it's for the best. I'm free now. I don't have to worry about them anymore. It was time for me to move on. But then my dad called me one day. I didn't want to pick up, but I had no choice. But then...
Yukito, listen.
Huh? Then he told me something unexpected. A few days later, my brother called.
Hey, we gotta talk. Come by the house.
Okay. I actually wanted to talk to him too, so I headed to their house. My brother was waiting for me with Mom and his fiancée. Then he told me that the mountain was officially under his name now. He also said that he and his fiancée were married now.
I'll let you know once we set a date for our wedding, so pay up.
Huh?
Your big brother's getting married. Weddings aren't cheap, you know.
I didn't even know what to say. I took up my wallet, but then I said to him, "Hey, where's Dad?"
Oh, him? He moved to a nursing home. I told him my wife was gonna look after him, but he didn't listen. Oh well, more room for us.
Ah, just as I thought.
Huh?
You know nothing about that mountain, do you? I don't blame you. I'm the one who did all the hard work throughout the years.
So, what's your point?
You know that mountain's useless, right?
Huh?
After Dad got sick, we couldn't go there for a while, and after that, it was a mess. It's gonna take years to clean that place up. There wasn't much I could do, and all we could do was pay property tax on it every year. So my point is, that thing isn't an asset anymore. It's a liability.
What?
You inherited a useless mountain, and now it's gonna cost you thousands of dollars every year. His face started turning pale. Dad wanted to do something about it. That's why he kept asking you to take over. But... managing a mountain is a lot of work, you know. You thought it just printed money for you? You're such an idiot. But every time Dad asked you to help him out, you said no. He told me all about it.
What?
When Dad told me to move out, I thought he was taking his side, but that wasn't the case. He was always on my side. He called me the other day. He told me everything. That's why he told me to disclaim my inheritance. That's why he left it to you.
What? No, that can't be.
And Dad, he was sick of living with you too, Mom. A few years ago, when you guys got into that big fight, you made him sign the divorce papers. Remember that?
How do you know that?
Dad told me. And the thing is, he kept the papers with him all these years. And he said he handed them in the other day. So legally speaking, you two aren't husband and wife anymore. She seemed confused at first. Then she started to panic. She realized that she was screwed. I heard you quit your job too. You shouldn't have done that.
Wait, what?
Sounds like his wife didn't know about this. Then...
Well, I was gonna tell you, but...
he started to panic. Then he started yelling at me for some reason.
This is all your fault, idiot! You should have taken better care of the mountains!
Yes.
I wasn't having it though. You're joking, right? You two are unbelievable!
Ugh.
You always treated me like crap! All these years, I did all the heavy lifting! So why the hell would I do anything to help you two? I was pissed. I kept going on and on like this. And when my brother's wife heard about all the horrible things they did to me, she looked shocked. My brother and my mom, they just stood there in silence, unable to say anything. I'm done with this family! You guys are dead to me! Dad's the only family I've got! Goodbye!
Wait, hold on! What are we supposed to do now?
Well, please, help us.
Screw you! Then I stormed out of there. I was done. It was time for me to move on. A week later, my brother's wife left him. So now it was just him and his mom at the house. They kept calling me, so I got a new phone. Peace at last. It wasn't looking good for my brother and my mom, but oh well. I passed by the house the other day, and the place looked like a dumpster. Looks like they hit rock bottom. And the neighbors found out what happened, and things got really awkward for them. As for me, I saved up some money and bought my own house a few years later. Then I invited my dad to come live with me.
I don't deserve this, after all the horrible things I said to you.
Oh, stop it, Dad. I know you were just trying to protect me.
Yeah, but still. And I moved to the nursing home because I felt...
I take care of you because I want to, okay? Because you're family. So stop talking like that. Dad didn't say anything, but he smiled at me. I think he was starting to cry a bit. Anyways, it was a rough couple of years for me, but glad everything worked out.